Hello everyone, today I'm ranking every special in Anime Fighting Simulator, Endless for PvP. This tier list is based on real PvP factors, damage, cooldowns, hitboxes, consistency, and especially utility like stuns, pulls, freezes, and time stop. S tier. S tier specials can win fights by themselves. They have fight-ending control, guaranteed pressure, or broken utility. Crafted in Heaven. Crafted in Heaven is one of the strongest PvP specials in the game because it combines huge AoE, high scaling, and fight control. Universe Reset can flip fights instantly and forces people to panic. It's oppressive in both 1 versus 1 and group fights. Celestial Diamond. Celestial Diamond is S tier because of its speed plus pressure plus time stop combo. It's extremely consistent, hard to punish, and the world gives you guaranteed openings. Ripple Eyes. Ripple Eyes is pure PvP utility. Pull plus push control positioning completely, and Planetary Devastation is a massive punish tool in team fights. Even with longer cooldowns, one clean combo can end a fight instantly. Itachi's Copy Eyes. This is S tier because it has multiple win conditions. Illusion is one of the strongest control tools. Black flames apply constant pressure, and Sword of Sealing hits hard enough to delete people when timed properly. A tier. A tier specials are extremely strong, but slightly less oppressive or a bit more situational than S tier. Time Crusader. Time Crusader is very close to S tier. The extended time stop is insanely powerful in PvP, but it's a bit more timing dependent than the S tier picks. Still one of the best specials for controlling fights and forcing guaranteed damage windows. Thunder Fruit. Thunder Fruit is one of the best burst kits. Fast moves, strong AoE, and L Thor is great for finishing fights. It doesn't have the same hard control as S tier, but its damage and speed make it a top PvP option. Dark Fruit. Dark Fruit is strong because it's a control plus sustain damage kit. Black Hole grouping is great in team fights and punishes players who don't respect spacing. It's a bit more predictable than S tier, but still very strong when used correctly. Frostfire Rift. Frostfire Rift is great PvP zoning. Freeze plus burn creates pressure on both offense and defense, and it's very annoying to push into. Cooldowns keep it from S tier, but it's still extremely effective. Guardian's Arm. It has strong burst and good pull-style utility that punishes mistakes. It's not broken, but it's consistently effective in real fights. Blue Inferno. Blue Inferno is high value in longer fights. Burn pressure and AoE make it hard to play around, especially in messy fights. It's a little less instant win than S tier, but it stays reliable and strong. B tier. B tier specials are usable and can be strong, but they're either predictable, lower utility, or less consistent than A or S. Killer King. Strong burst and good pressure, but it can be less consistent against experienced players who know how to avoid setups. Quake Fruit. Big AoE and solid damage, but slower animations and longer cooldowns make it easier to dodge counter. Magician's Crimson. Decent pressure and damage, but patterns are predictable. Bio-Reconstruct solid strength-based damage kit, but lacks the control and mobility that top PvP specials have. Unity Drive, good raw damage scaling and hits, but limited control or utility compared to higher tiers. One Eye, can hit hard and pressure but doesn't offer the same fight control or safety as the A or S tier picks. C tier. C tier specials can work, but they're either too straightforward, too easy to counter, or only good in specific situations. Explosion Fruit. High damage potential, but you need strong aim and positioning, and it's easier to avoid in real PvP. Belly Laser. Ranged pressure is okay, but the kit lacks real control tools and can be punished by better mobility specials. Hierophant Lime. Decent consistent damage, but lower burst and less fight-winning utility. Purple Smog. Damage over time can work in tight spaces, but it's too slow for current fast PvP. Jason. Basic kit with limited PvP pressure compared to other options. Centipede. Close range only and risky. It can work, but it's hard to justify over better PvP kits. Water Grimoire, decent damage but outclassed by stronger elemental kits and lacks unique PvP utility. Wind Grimoire, simple damage kit but very linear and easy to read. D-tier. D-tier specials are either too weak, too predictable, or provide no real PvP value compared to alternatives. Rubber Fruit. Fun, but low PvP value and doesn't scale well into fights. Demon Grimoire. Predictable and easy to counter, doesn't offer enough damage and control to compete. The Arm. Interesting concept, but in practice it's not threatening enough in PvP compared to higher tiers. White Eyes. Lacks strong PvP pressure, too easy to play around. Eye Patch. Very basic and doesn't provide enough damage or utility for serious PvP. Copy Eyes. Too dependent on what the enemy is using and generally weaker than the top Eyes options. This is a PvP tier list based on the current meta. If you disagree with any placements, drop your opinion in the comments. I read them all. If you want a part 2 where I rank specials for 1 versus 1 only or team fights only, let me know.